Hey, fourth grade. So today for science, we are going to be talking about soil. Soil is a mixture of minerals, water, air, organic matter, and organisms that were one time alive and now they're decaying. Soil helps support plant growth. It helps creatures have a place to live, like groundhogs or mice or something like that. And then it also gives off gases that we need, and it absorbs gases that we don't need and dust and all that stuff to help make our atmosphere more clear. And another thing soil does is it actually helps to purify water in some systems, and I think that's so crazy that it's able to do that, because you would not think about soil or dirt being able to help purify water, but in some systems it does. So there are a bunch of different layers to soil, and how you might write a biography or an autobiography in English class to tell about your life or somebody else's life. A horizon or a layer of soil tells about the soil's life, okay? So today we're going to talk about the different layers or the different horizons of soil. We're going to build it. It looks like a cooking class, but it's not. So if you want to build it with your parent, get permission first. You're going to make pudding, chocolate pudding. We have gummy worms. I have coconut with grain in it, so it looks like grass. I have crushed up Oreos, and then I also have some pecans. Okay, so let's see if you can see this. Alright, so the first horizon or layer of soil that we are going to build is called the bedrock. And the bedrock is like a big chunk of rock down at the very, very bottom. So this said to use chocolate chips, but I don't have chocolate chips. So if you have chocolate chips, you can use that. But we're going to use pecans, okay? So that is going to be our bedrock. That is the first layer, okay? All right, the second layer is called subsoil, and that is like the soil, the first layer of soil that has a ton of minerals and nutrients in it, because all of the minerals and nutrients from the layers on top of it seep down and go down to the bottom, and they settle in that subsoil layer. So you're going to take your chocolate pudding, here, I'll use this, and you're going to do a layer of subsoil. Okay. Then the next layer is going to be our topsoil. Okay. Now the topsoil is the best place for growth, like for plants and animals and stuff like that. If you ever have helped plant a garden or plant flowers or anything, you always want to put like topsoil around and on the top, so that the plant that you're planting or the vegetable or whatever has good nutrients and stuff to be able to grow, and that's where the topsoil comes in. So for me, the topsoil is going to be crushed up Oreos. So I'm just gonna, and you can use whatever. If you don't have Oreos, just find something else, because we're gonna eat this at the end. I'm sad we're not doing it together. All right. Then for the very last layer that we're going to do, it is called the organic material, okay? Also, grass. It's grass, it's crushed up leaves, anything like that that's on the top of the ground that you usually can just see from looking at it. So I took shreds of coconut and made them green just so they would look like grass. And I'm going to put that on top. And again, if you don't have coconut, do marshmallows, maybe white chocolate chips, anything that you can eat. Go ahead and put that on there. So see, we have our layers here. Our first layer is our bedrock, which is the big hunk of rock. Then we have our subsoil, which is the soil where all the minerals and nutrients from up here go down and stay right here. We have our topsoil, which is where it's good to plant your flowers and stuff in it, because that's where a lot of the rich minerals start out at. And then we have our organic material or grass, okay? That's on the top. So then just for fun, a lot of times we go outside and we see little worms. So if you have gummy worms crawling around in your grass, not your glass. We're building it in a glass. You're gonna just put your gummy worms right on top, and then we're done. Okay? And then the best part, we get to eat it. All right, so this week, your assignments are going to be about soil and the different horizons or the layers of it. So I'm gonna go eat this, and I hope that y'all get to build one to eat too. I'll see you next week.